Ever wondered what happens when a fight isn't just about power, but about understanding the rules? Uh, um, Jujutsu Kaisen is full of battles where technique and strategy reign supreme. Um, it it's less about who hits harder and more about who understands how cursed energy domains and binding vows actually work. Uh, Before we dive in, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more anime breakdowns. Let's explore the fights where the smartest sorcerers truly shine. Um, Yuji Itadori and Aoi Todo against Mahito was a clash of immunity and precision, and Mahito's soul manipulation met Yuji's unique resistance, while Toto's technique forced constant reorientation. Um, it wasn't about overwhelming force, but about denying Mahito the perfect touch he needed to. Megami Fushiguro's battle against the special grade finger bearer showcased incomplete domain control. He traded guaranteed hits for terrain mastery, turning the environment into a weapon. It was a demonstration of resourcefulness over raw power, a smart tactical play. Satoru Dojo's fight with Jogo revealed the devastating power of a closed barrier expansion. Unlimited Void overwhelmed Jogo with information, collapsing his ability to act. It was a perfect example of how a domain can turn certainty into an inescapable trap. The battle between Dagon, Nanami, Naobito, Maki, and Toji was a fascinating display of domain disruption. The Dagon's domain enforced near certain targeting, but Toji, with no cursed energy, bypassed those rules, which became the key wasn't beating the domain, but exploiting its assumptions. Some Ryomen Sukuna versus Maharaga was a battle of continuous output versus adaptation. Sukuna's barrierless domain unleashed constant slashes, forcing Maharaga to react endlessly. It was a race between learning speed and field control, a truly dynamic encounter. Goja's fight against Jogo and Hanami at Shibuya highlighted domain amplification as a portable nullification. It suppressed infinity at close range, demanding precise positioning and timing. It all came down to overlapping fields and touch timing, not just raw output. Sukuna's rematch with Jogo showed how open domains convert space into inevitability. The constant stream of slashes defined an inescapable radius, forcing Jogo to constantly evade center. It wasn't about breaking a barrier, but escaping a relentless tempo. Meme and Uyui's battle against the smallpox deity revolved around the domain, enforcing a deadly sequence. Survival depended on clearing steps, not blocking damage. Their technique planning and binding vow setup guaranteed a strike within those constraints. Yuta Katsu and Rika's fight against Suguru Geto and Jujutsu Kaisen 0 was a clash of amplified output and resource stacking. Yuta timed releases and commitments to maximize the impact of Rika's stored energy, turning the tide with careful budgeting. Megumi Fushiguro's battle against Alasaka showcased an inverse technique that punished strength and rewarded weakness. He had to learn the threshold for harm and stay under the ratio, turning the fight into a delicate dance of control because so which of these Jujutsu Kaisen battles blew your mind the most? Share your favorite Thinky fights in the comments and tell us which domain tricks or technique rules impressed you most. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,